You're watching BuzzTV's The Daily News, your one-stop source for what's going on today in the 3D and entertainment industries.
Hello and welcome to BuzzTV's The Daily News. Today is Friday. That's right, November the 3rd, 2006. I'm Buzz.
I'm Terry.
And the magical secret word for the day is chunky monkey and a spoon. All right, let's go ahead and get started with a little...
Chunky monkey and a spoon.
Chunky monkey, baby. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Delphi. Delphi VTMs number 4 and 5 have been released. They are available on the Chunky Monkey site, YouTube. That's right. The high-res versions will be put up there in the next couple of days. And until then, we need all the views we can. You guys have to prove to us that you are definitely interested in us continuing this series because it's a lot of work. Well, and we're not charging you any money for it.
There you go.
It's a lot of work. Today we released over 3 hours of content.
Good
VTM 4 was on variables. VTM 5 is all on functions and procedures. Lots of diagrams, lots of coding. And all of this is now working towards the new application that we're building, which is a full-featured MP3 player.
Nice.
You guys are going to get to learn how to work with third-party sound libraries and write files. It's going to be compatible with M3U files. So in other words, it's going to be compatible with your playlist from Winamp, or playlists that you save in it can be opened up in Winamp. It's actually pretty interesting.
Nice.
And we're keeping the guitarist in mind. Oh, yeah. You're also going to have the ability to control the speed, and also if you want to slow a riff down and practice along with it until you can develop the speed, you can do things like that.
Very cool.
So really cool stuff, and the big thing is we want to make sure that you guys are very excited and that we have a lot of viewers that's interested in this series. Otherwise, we are going to stop it. So yeah, make sure you guys spread the word. Very important.
The rest of you guys hanging that are doing it, so that would suck.
So
halfway through it just stops.
So spread the word.
Yeah.
That's all we're asking. No price tag on them or nothing. Just spread the word.
Just start telling people.
Simple. Also, Angela reported in today letting me know that all orders for the 3ds Max Fundamentals class have now been shipped.
Sweet.
She has worked her butt off around the clock.
Well, we're not there harassing her, so.
And we're getting a lot done.
Yeah, we are.
She's getting a lot done. Wow, it's quite amazing.
But normally it's like, Angie,
yeah,
can you make me some coffee?
Yeah. But, all of that's done, and all that's left now is about 8 copies of the Max Maya Fundamentals bundle. And
cool.
She'll have all those out somewhere between tomorrow and Monday, which is fantastic.
Very cool.
So she is doing an amazing job. Thank you very much, Angela, in case you are watching this. So with that, let's go ahead and get on with a little bit of entertainment news, Terry.
All right, Spider-Man 3 trailer. A brand new one's coming to you. That's right. Latino Review is reporting that MTV will be showing the new trailer for Spider-Man 3 during the 10 p.m. broadcast of their show, The Duel. And that'll be, of course, next Thursday.
Yeah, for those of you that don't. It's really funny. If you go over to LatinoReview.com and you read their little write-up about it, they're like, what the hell does this have to do with The Duel? Nothing.
We have lost. I have no idea why they're showing that during The Duel.
Let's move over to a little bit of gaming news. Gears of War demands second only to Halo 2. GameDaily.com is reporting that demand for Gears of War has been so high that it's only second to the blockbuster Halo 2. As you may remember, Halo 2 set a record with day one sales of $125 million. But we don't know what day one sales are going to be yet.
That's true, because I assume they're
speculating. But the commercial rocks.
Oh, the new one. Yeah, there's no sound to it whatsoever except for that one song. Can't
remember the name of it.
Yeah, the good song. Anyway.
The good one.
Yes. Yeah, yes. So I'm pretty jazzed about it, although I've never played the game.
Terry, did I tell you about that time I got to play Gears of War?
No, you've never even mentioned it before, ever.
At E3.
Were you the only one that's played it at the Bros Crew?
No, Zach's played it
really?
too. Yes.
Oh, wow. I did.
Behind closed doors, yeah.
Oh, really? With who?
Cliffy B was running around explaining, do this, do that. It was awesome.
That's cool. And now you can watch him on E! Entertainment Channel partying with strippers.
I did. I didn't even stop to think of you. I just,
just played it.
Concentrated on the problem at hand.
Because, I wanted to play it.
You did?
I did want to play it.
But you didn't.
No.
Because I did.
But yeah, I understand.
You did.
I understand. But I didn't get a chance to because I didn't get to go.
Sucks to be you.
All right, let's move on.
What's the magical word for the day, Terry?
Chunky monkey.
With a spoon.
With a spoon.
And a $5.
Dude, the handle breaks up.
Sorry. Anyways.
PS3 Ridge Racer. 9 minutes too long. Joystick.com is reporting that forums pretty much all over the internet are lighting up on the news that Ridge Racer 7 is requiring a 5 gig install on the PlayStation 3's hard disk drive. Some generous, in favor of Sony, mind you, math calculations state that the install would take about 9 minutes and 46 seconds.
Meaning it's probably going to take about 12 minutes and 5 gigs. It's no big deal. I mean, it's just an installation, but you brought up a point earlier. How big's the hard drive?
Right. The hard drive, well, the cheap one is $20.
Because that's all I can afford.
I'm not going to pay $600 for a PS3. But, the cheap one's only 20 gigs and it's 5, gig download. Now,
let's 4 games.
Yeah, let's say you get 4 games.
Let's say 3 if that happens all the time, because you're going to get some other stuff through their online service, I'm sure.
Right. And now they're saying you can do this directly from disk. You don't need to install it. But they're saying that if you want it to run smoothly and quickly and not have load times.
Do you want 5 frames per second, or do you want 30 frames per second?
Because it makes sense, though. 25 gig Blu-ray disc, that's going to take a while to seek out data. Now, granted, no matter how fast the disk drive is, the Blu-ray disk drive is, it's still going to take a second or two to get there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look at the PSPs. That's a really good example. Some of those games take about 3-4 minutes to load.
3 hours later.
Yeah.
Yay, I get a race. I don't know. I
wanted a blue car. Dang it.
The big hard drive's how big? 60 or?
What was it, 60?
Yeah. So, Jeff, our off-screen technician, helping us out here. Thank you very much, Jeff. 60 gigs. So that's what they're doing. They're forcing you into pulling out the $600.
Getting the big one.
Do you want more than 3 games to run smooth on your PS3?
I don't have one, but I'm not going to get one, so I don't care.
We're not bashing the
No!
PS3. Not at all. Games are going to get bigger. This is bound to happen. I don't care what next gen console it is.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. I mean, textures get larger, games get bigger
Pretty
levels.
soon they're just going to have the terabyte machines coming out, the 7 terabyte hard drives, and there you go. We don't have to worry about it.
Electronic Arts launches digital distribution system. This is being reported over CNET.com. The company said EA Link is designed to deliver secure downloads of some of its leading games, such as Need for Speed Carbon, The Sims 2, Lord of the Rings, The Battle for Middle-earth, and dozens of others to PC owners. So
there you go. Moving on to some tech news. File sharing is ruled legal in Spain. Slashdot.org states that a judge in Spain has ruled that under Spanish law, a person who downloads music for personal use cannot be punished or branded a criminal. The state prosecutor's office and 2 music distribution association had sought a 2-year sentence against a man who downloaded songs and then allegedly offered them on a CD through email and chat rooms.
So he was off. So it wasn't just personal use. He was offering them.
He was offering to give it, but they can't prove that he was making money off of it. But he was talking to his friends, I assume, and saying, "Hey, I got these MP3s. I'll make a disc for you." And they caught him doing it. Stupid
prosecutors. They should have offered some money first or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. So this kind of makes me a bit concerned. Perhaps our VTMs shouldn't be sold to Spain anymore.
Mm-hmm. That's your call on that one.
I don't know.
I'll let you do that.
That concerns me. Copyright law issues. We'll have to check into that.
Yeah.
Blu-ray's hardware woes are stacking up. Seems that Blu-ray is making it into the daily news at least once a week. This is being reported over at slashdot.org. The bad news just keeps on coming for Blu-ray. First, Sony halved the U.S. Japanese launch shipments of its Blu-ray-powered PlayStation 3s, blaming a shortage of blue lasers.
Blu-rays. Pew, pew. Sorry.
And just think, some militaries pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for that noise.
Pew, pew.
Then in the last 2 weeks, both Sony and Pioneer delayed the release of their new Blu-ray players. And then this week, at Blu-ray backer LG's annual dealer show, a previously announced LG Blu-ray player was nowhere to be found.
I feel so bad for Sony right now. I do not try and bash Sony so much.
You should hear them off camera. Yeah, you do.
I still have my Walkman from 1982, and it works still. Missing the front cover and half the plastic casing on it, and it still works. What happened to you, Sony?
But do you have a Sony Betamax? Keep reading.
Wait, I have to go through my electronics. Hang on. See, Gateway trims workforce. CNET.com is reporting that Gateway announced Thursday it cut approximately 5% of its workforce as part of an initiative to reduce annual expenses by as much as $35 million. That's rough.
Yeah, that is. Microsoft and Novell are teaming up to target Red Hat. Yeah. Basically, this is you can find this over at CNET.com or just about any other technical site on the internet.
On the internet.
That's right. But Microsoft and Novell have outlined a technical and legal partnership meant to better bind their respective products and remove legal concerns over using open source and Microsoft software together. So,
yeah, that's cool. All right.
See how that goes.
AMD preps launch of 3 FX processors for the 4x4 platform. TGDaily.com states that AMD remains very secretive about its 2-processor 4x4 platform, which aims to decrease the performance gap to Intel's dual-core and upcoming quad-core processors on the very high end of the enthusiastic PC segment.
Wow, but if you think that's amazing, if you act now, you can save $20,000 on a Panasonic's 103-inch plasma TV. Let me make sure I'm real clear on that.
Awesome.
That's a 103-inch plasma TV. If you were to drain the plasma out, you have enough to power the Enterprise. This is being reported over at tgdaily.com. Panasonic's 103-inch plasma TV recently became available for purchase on a number of United States websites. And apparently the device isn't quite a hot seller.
I wonder why.
Wow, just wait. You'll hear the price in a minute. You'll understand why. And this being even with a limited number of supply, resulting in ample availability on the web. As a result, the price for the TV has already dropped by a considerable amount, with most retailers now offering a $20,000 discount. $20,000, that's right.
Yeah.
Instead of the suggested retail price of nearly $70,000, I don't know, that's a home for some people, the TH-103PF9UK is offered for just under $50,000.
$70,000. You could buy a nice luxury car for that.
And some chunky monkey.
And some chunky monkey with a spoon. All right. Forgent settles JPEG patent claims, but keep suing. CNET.com is reporting that Forgent Networks has finally settled all of its lawsuits arising from its JPEG patent, but the company isn't done with litigation quite yet. Up next, digital video recorders.
Never ends. Well, guys, thank you very much for tuning in today. And again, head on over to youtube.com if you're interested in getting into the world of programming. Check out the Delphi VTMs with 1 through 5 now available.
1 through the end.
Yes, it could be the end. That's a lot of content that we've got up. And again, the high-res version will be made available in the next couple of days. We just want to see the views climb first, because interest must be high for us to continue these. But anyways, thank you very much for your support. Hope you guys enjoyed the daily news, and we will be back Monday with more of it. We're out of here.